Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Satisfactory Desert Bus, where, as you may be able to tell from the little sign in the top left there, we are in an experimental build of Satisfactory. A new update came out a few days ago, the end of April update, I think is what it's called essentially, that's brought in some interesting new features that we'll hopefully be able to explore today. But there is something that I need to do first. We had some unfinished business last episode, two things I discovered in quick succession that needed resolving. The first, I died. So we're going to go and find my corpse, wherever it is, I'm not actually sure, and it doesn't seem to be marked on the radar anymore, probably because of the updates. And the second thing to do is actually connect up the coal production, the coal power stuff, to the rest of the factory, because I accidentally didn't do that last episode. I got distracted by other things, and so there's a couple of problems we need to resolve. But then once we've done that, we can have a look at some of the new features. There's some new ores that we can now make use of in our factory, and there's also vertical conveyors that we can have plenty of fun with. There's nothing yet that I need it for in particular, I think, but it's a very, very useful feature for plenty of builds that I've done before. So it'll be nice to, like, not have to deal with various different problems I've been dealing with before. A lot of builds can now be a lot smaller, because you suddenly need a much smaller space in which to raise belts up. They don't need to slowly ramp up, they can just go directly upwards, as long as you do it all right. So we'll see how we can make that stuff work. And yeah, there is no death marker whatsoever, which is a slight concern. I'm just going to go with following the markers for the truck, because I know I was following those to get back. And so presumably I was close to... Oh, hello. Ah! I don't have a weapon. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm just gonna have to jump over these guys. There's my stuff. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Is he stuck in that... Oh, there he is. Hold on. We'll just jump over him as he passes. Oh, he stopped. Okay, grab all. I can't grab all. There's too many things. Hold on. Let's equip that. And then grab that. And now let's deal with this guy. Oh, easy. Oh, okay, yeah, it takes a few hits with this thing to actually take him out, I remember now. And we got him, okay. That's sorted, and we have our weapons and various things back. And also, there's one of the first new features is we can now have multiple things in our hands. So I'm immediately going to... Okay, you can't, like, use hotkeys to switch, or it does that. But I can now put 3 things in my hands, and there's milestone upgrades to get more things. So I can now quickly, with the scroll wheel, switch between weapons, which is very useful for combat, and also for healing, which I need. Let's just heal fully here. Oh. That seems like a good plan. You can just quickly switch between shooting and stabbing. Piece of cake. There he is. How's our tractor doing? Is it on its way? Yeah, here it is. I wonder if we can hop on the back of it as it goes by. Probably not. Huh? No, I missed entirely. Yeah, I didn't want to commit to it because I'd get hit by the truck, which is really embarrassing. You just have to walk back, but it seems to be making its route fine. So that's good news. Oh, it kind of just drops off into the void there. At least it looks like. Yeah, there is quite a jump, but it made it. It managed to not flip itself over. Apparently, when it's not nearby, it traverses the ground a lot more easily because it doesn't actually properly interact with it physics-wise, because... why would you do that when it's miles away and you can't see it? Whereas when you're close to it, it's more likely to have something go wrong. It can get stuck on a rock, or its pathing can not quite work properly. So, as long as I stay away from the coal outpost, it'll be fine, and the truck will just do what it needs to do. And presumably, it's unloading fine here. Oh, this is full. Ah, but this is... Oh. Ah, this is without power, because the power died. Can I just... Oh, no, that's the wrong button. Can I... No! Give me the coal. Give me the coal. My coal. Okay, I managed to get 2 stacks of it. It's something. Right, let's hop up here and get the power connected so that the unloading system can actually run. So we'll just swing around to the front of the coal place, and I think I've got some power pole stuff set up, maybe? I don't really remember. Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, I'll have to put something in. Okay. Let's, for now, literally just put a power pole at the base of the ramp. Connect that to that one on the end. If it'll let me... Oh, is it? It's encroaching through the belt, isn't it? Or is it through the building? It could be both. I don't even know. Okay, let's break this and move it. I mean, we can technically put it right in the middle here because there's room. Connect that to that. We could do it on the other side later when we do that. Oh, and also, let's just put in the remaining power pole over here, because I remember last episode I didn't have quite enough materials on me to get the job entirely done. So let's just get that out of the way before I forget. So, there. Connect it up to both of these and to that. And that's all this set up. Now it just needs the actual coal. And still to be connected, but still, one thing at a time. We're getting there. And then hopefully the power will run well enough that... Okay, so this has some. Weird. But yeah, the power system's, like, not doing anything because... Oh yeah, these all have stuff in them, actually. Yeah, this is done alright. Oh yeah, it's half every time. So some got in here. Was that some I manually dumped in, or... I don't even know. Might have been some power left running from other things. So I'm just going to hop to, like, way along here. I just distributed amongst the remaining ones to make sure we've got plenty of power. I don't know if this matters. We've got to make sure the thing runs long enough that the truck can get back and actually deliver more coal. So presumably this power system's just running then. Yeah, this is operating. It has a capacity of 600 megawatts. It just needs something to actually give that power to. So here's our pole, and let's just set off over towards where we actually have some other power things. Plonk. I can see some poles in the distance over there. And I think my my loading area for the coal is connected to the rest of the network. Okay, we can literally just... There, that's a connection. And that should mean... Oh, instant power failure. Really? Let me just try and reactivate... Okay, there we go. That wasn't instant power failure. That was showing the previous power failure and the graph had stopped advancing because nothing new was happening, which is a weird feature that it has. I guess it makes some sense. You can check what the event was that caused it to fail. But there we go. We're now using, like, about a third of our capacity. And you can see... the remaining biofuel generator is failing rapidly, and maybe one of the steam power things? It's hard to say. So now, next time the truck gets here, it should unload all the coal and everything should work. Also, things get very pink around here at times. I love the range of colours that the desert goes through. It's quite cool. Sometimes difficult for taking screenshots for thumbnails, but most of the time it ends up making something very, very pretty. And the whole sky is lighting up. And it's super dense fog down here. Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take for the tractor to get back. I am concerned that the power might fail again in the meantime. But then again, we're using such a small fraction that each bit of coal is going to go further in its machine, in a sense. I mean, we'll use the same amount of coal ultimately, but there's probably enough coal, actually, because the steam engines will only be running slowly to provide the power. Maybe that was a better explanation. I'm not sure. Well, it's taken a while for some of these things to fill back up again. The concrete's still making its way down here. Alright, shall we try some of the new stuff? Well, one thing I need to do is, let's check on the MAM. Have we got anything going in here? No, but we can see about getting some new research happening. I think this is all junk in here. There's silica, but that's not relevant. Yeah, forget that. What do we have in here out of fancy stuff? We have some sulphur. And we have some caterium. Maybe not enough. I might have already done caterium research because that was already a thing. But essentially there are now 2 new research branches like the caterium research branch, but for sulphur and for whatever the other one is. I've forgotten what it's called. We haven't found any yet. But we'll put that in. Oh yeah, quartz is the other one. This is going to take 15 minutes. Once that's researched, we will be able to scan for sulphur and go out and find some deposits of it, which we can then mine, get delivered back to the base, and start doing some fancy stuff with it. So we'll have to leave that for now. But in the meantime, there's other things we can mess with. So yeah, there's nothing else fancy going on here. Also, I need to dump some of this random junk that I've picked up because it's clogging up my inventory quite badly. And yeah, a lot of this is not important anymore. And now we're getting loads of, like, organic stuff getting chucked in chests because there's nothing else for me to do with it. Oh no. Also, let's see if there's any researches to do. Oh, we could do the iron wire. Get that done. That's literally 50 ingots. Do we want any of this stuff? Actually, we are completely capable of doing all of the tier 4 researches now, I think. Or, wait, are we making... I think we're making modular frames, right? Did I get that set up? I feel like I got this set up, but I could be going mad. Possibility. Let me go check on things. I might be getting ahead of myself, because there's so many different playthroughs I've been doing. It's hard to know what I've been working on any particular one. Yeah, I don't see any frames here. Am I making this up? What do I have over here? Oh yeah, I've literally just got the rotors and the reinforced iron plates. Right, I don't have modular frames yet, so I don't want to do modular frame-based research. I want to use the frames that I have to make some machines that make more frames. That's the smart thing to do. So in the meantime, we'll get the little filly bits done, like the iron wire. I don't actually plan on using the iron wire stuff immediately. The key for that is once I have making iron out of iron and copper. That's when I can basically stack that with this one to get some major efficiency bonuses, which is the whole plan. I think I've unlocked the copper ore and iron ore to make iron plates, but it requires a foundry, and I think that requires like steel and stuff. So for a while we'll be running off just the normal system, and then later on, once we've got some higher tech stuff, we can start to do the fancy things like that. Right, let me check the new buildings, because there are some. So let's go down and see what we have so far. Well, we've got the conveyor lifts, Mark 1 and 2, so they are there's the speeds match the horizontal belts, which actually surprised me. I was expecting them to do vertical conveyors, but like they'd only have like the Mark 1, so there'd be a throughput limitation to it. But no, you can make the insane turbo speed conveyor lifts once you have them unlocked without problem. That might be the only stuff we have so far. Other things are marking as new, but they're not actually new. I just haven't looked at them before. Yeah, nothing else new so far, but that's because we're still pretty early in the tech tree. We don't have tiers 5 and 6, and there's a lot of cool stuff in there. And these might even unlock some of the new things. Now, I'm not really sure. Oh, well, now there's researches that give you extra ARM equipment slots. So right now I have 3 of them. Later I can get 4, and I believe 5 eventually. And yeah, then there's the conveyor lift 3. And oh, they've changed the name of this to the industrial storage container. Also, that icon's no longer accurate because they now have 2 inputs and 2 outputs, so you can do more stuff with storages. Yeah, that's what we can do for now. But once we have modular frame production, we can start filling up the space elevator for the next stage. Right, I want to make some vertical conveyor belts because they're cool and they can make certain aspects of the factory a lot more neat. Question is where to begin. It's like, it's annoying because everything's already built, so I'm just going to be destroying work I've previously done, but I can make things look neater if I do this. This is a particular place that I feel like would be a good place to start. Like, let's cut these all, and then we'll just redo this section. So all these sloping up belts. What I can do... And also, I now have the what do you call them? The stackable conveyor poles, so I can do a lot more with this stuff anyway. I can make this all a lot neater. So what I could do, perhaps, is get some thin foundations up here. Run them out this way a little bit. And I'll delete them later, but they're just a framework for building on. I think I'm not actually going to use stackable conveyor poles. I'm just going to have the belts go over. Just to start with. Yeah, one more layer. And this is where we will begin. Okay, so I've got to get up there for a start. We'll just put in something temporary for that. I could do stairs. Oh, they don't work properly. You have to build them on top of foundations. I need to get something coming down, so use walkway ramps. Is this clipping through everything massively? Yes, yes it is. Let me not do it there, because that's dumb. And try that again. Literally anywhere else. And here, we can get up there and take a look at what we're doing. We want to position some conveyor pole stuff here. So, like there. Lining it up with each of We want them right to the edge. Line them up with each of the ports in the building. And this will look super snazzy and neat when we're done with it. So that one goes there, which means this one goes to here, right? That seems right-ish. Hard to say. Hang on. Let me be sure of this. Yeah, seems like that lines up. Okay. And then this one's middle. Realize I can just be like, where's the middle of the foundation? That's the correct spot. Okay, then I think I'm going to flip this around a bit so we've got a little bit more run-up space, because it is actually kind of in the way. Push things back a fair bit. So minor mark 1. Flip it around. Face it like that way. That'll be good. More stuff to delete. All this can go. Oh, I fell off. Well, I'm down here now. That's fine. Right, and now we want to have splitters on the ground around about here. That should work. And now let's try and work out the vertical conveyor positions. So I think there's an issue right now, lest I checked, where you can't build them from the top down. You have to build them on the ground and then take them up. So this is what they look like. They seem unfinished. They're definitely unfinished. There is something I've noticed about this update, which is I feel like, and it's I kind of predicted this, was they talked about what they were going to implement in the end of April update. And everything, like, so they had the sulphur and quartz research chains as a particular thing they mentioned. And they also mentioned, oh, damn it, they also mentioned the vertical conveyors. And then, for the end of May update, they mentioned trains and a couple other, like, research chains and stuff. And we'd seen trains. There were multiple times where we were shown how trains were going to look. And that was strange to me because we never saw anything about how vertical conveyors were going to look. And that made me think, okay, they are further behind than the trains are, which makes it interesting that they're saying, oh yeah, we're going to bring vertical conveyors soon, when there was no sign, whereas trains seem to be close to ready as far as I could tell. I mean, there's a lot more complexity to them, so I guess it's going to take more time to perfect them, but these aren't perfected. They're a little bit janky to deal with. And so I've already learned the sort of issues with working with them and kind of found how to operate with them without it messing up. Which is basically always build them off a belt leading in. Don't build them off a belt leading out, because it seems to make them confused and try and be facing the wrong way. I think that might have something to do with the fact that at the same time as they brought out the vertical conveyors, they also brought out a new system where you couldn't connect two belts facing opposite ways, which is probably a way to make sure that players didn't like accidentally set things up wrong, but it's also, I think, maybe broken how placement of vertical conveyors works. Okay, so I'm now connecting these all across. I realize I can just do all of these right now. The idea is that I'm then going to delete the foundations here, so these will just be belts that go nicely over the top of everything, don't interfere with anything that's going on. I realize this is actually in a terrible spot. Oops. But we can make it work. Let's do this one over here, because that one's simple. And again, conveyor lift. This one probably needs to just go up 2. Go up in notches so you can't, like, make them super neat when you're just on open ground. I think we've got room to put this in. It's just then we don't quite have room to connect belts up to it, but I'll move this around so that that's possible. Okay, then we get a splitter round about here. And connect all these to these. And you to the input. I should have put the input on the other side. Doesn't matter really, though. It's not a vital thing. Deconstruct you, and I might flip you, like, completely round to face away. Because there's a neat way we could do this. If we have it like that. And then we have the splitter directly in front of it. Then run the belt straight in. Oh, no, that doesn't quite work. Okay. Move this back a bit. That should be enough space. Yep, worked itself out. And then this can go around to the... Okay, it needs to do a bit of a roundabout. No, could you please not go through the miner? Just... No, okay. It's too close. Right. Oh, you know what? I forgot. There's a cool thing you can do with these. You can choose the directions of the outputs and stuff. In fact, I could have made this way simpler by having the splitter be here and the inputs facing out from the splitter. I've still not got used to all the cool things you can do with this. So, yeah. Oh, and I've accidentally bound a miner to number 1. Don't want to do that. Okay, yeah, so conveyor lift. And what we'll do is build it like that, raise it by 2, and then flip the output around, and that totally works. So this can easily go into the side there, and then over on this side you can connect up to here, and that totally works. And then connect these to... Oh, no, I didn't get the positioning right. Alright, let's see if we can adjust this accordingly. Oh. It wasn't telling me it was encroaching at first, and then finally it realised, okay, delete you. Let's make sure we line this up right. So, there. There. That should work. Reconnect this. You should connect to that now, yep. And we can do all the rest. And then, once we power the miners, this will all be ready to go. We can clear out some of these foundations, and it should look pretty neat. I had it and now I've messed it up. Come on, get connect to the thing. There. Okay. Oh, and that one's already running because we never disconnected it. And we can put power lines back to these, and that should work now. And then, you know what? I'll delete the whole lot. Let's go for it because there's some clipping happening and I don't like it. So we'll just. It'll look slightly physics-defying, maybe? Assume about the slight changes in height. Also, someone's pointed out, when I mouse over a belt, it becomes the right colour. So they start as orange. Let me go find one. Yep, so there's an orange one over here. If I mouse over it while in the deconstruct mode, it's now red. So, yeah, that's the thing. Weird glitch stuff. Alright, let's carry on. Clearing all these. And then we've got some nice open space with the belts going over the top, no weird stuff to dodge around. It's all a lot neater. And there we go. And we haven't even got into how you can make more compact builds yet, though we kind of briefly touched on potential with that there. Yeah, there we go. Nice open space to walk through. No belts to dodge around now. Oh, we can do that sort of stuff everywhere, it's great. And yeah, every time a piece of ore goes through, it creates a little platform for it that takes it up to the top and it comes out of that side. Fun fact, if you have one going the opposite way, going down, then the stuff comes in at the top and then appears at the bottom, is lifted up to the top, and then comes out of the bottom. So the animation only goes upwards right now, not downwards. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, there's some jank with it. This is an experimental build. They've deliberately put that sticker on because they realise they haven't quite got it up to the polish they were probably hoping for the update coming out, but they decided they didn't want to be late on the arrival time of the update. So there's some jank and there's some weirdness in places, but it's working. Not so much in multiplayer. You'll find lots of crashing in multiplayer if you try and use vertical conveyors, from what I've found. So just stick to using them in single-player games for now, and it should be okay. Now, is the coal working, I wonder? I see coal on the belt, so I think we've got this resolved over here. That's looking absolutely fine to me. Don't know if the truck's anywhere nearby, but we can check on this. Yep, tons of space and tons of coal in the inventory. That's multiple trucks worth, I'm pretty sure. All feeding off up there. So yeah, now we can have this just come out straight and then go straight up, or go straight up immediately so that we don't have it cutting across our path here. That way, if a truck tries to drive through, it's not going to have to dodge around this. We just have it go up, straight away, and across. So yeah, there are some lovely applications, and I'm sure that'll come up more and more as time goes on and I move away from the builds I've got used to that rely on, well, that accommodate the lack of vertical conveyors. Oh, also this experimental version has made all the food resets, so we've got more food now. We can harvest all of our stuff again, I think, or not, because these still aren't here. Maybe I was wrong then. I swear it's happened in some places. Oh well. Okay, I want to see if sulphur's done, because I would quite like to go out and find some sulphur if we're able to yet. So, it is complete. Excellent.
Percentage of sulfur in compounds is acceptable and can be extracted safely to create gunpowder-based explosives. The derived milestone can be found in Tier 4. Further research required for more precise use.
Yep, we can now make explosives, which is fantastic news for various reasons. We found lots of like blocked caves and hidden slugs and stuff like that we can't get to because there's rocks blocking them. Now we can blow them all up, and we can also blow up those poison flowers that previously weren't destroyable. We do have to unlock this, I believe, yeah, in order to be able to scan for it. That will use some modular frames, but you know what, I'm just going to do it because it gives us all sorts of cool stuff. So, I'll make an exception this time. Not that we have half the stuff we need on us right now. We've got to get lots more wire and cable. That'll get that factory going then. You can see now there's loads of random, differently coloured belts because of me flailing around while in deconstruct mode. There we go. That should be enough to get that done, and then we'll go out in search of some sulphur. And I believe I know where some is. I've consulted the map. I've cheated, I know. But it makes the episode go smoother if I already know where I'm going when we get started.
Sulphur can now be used to craft mobilisks. A remote detonator can be made in the equipment workshop. In anticipation for carrying explosives, R&D has inflated your pocket dimension and added an additional equipment slot.
So the extra equipment slot I've used to also have my chainsaw on me. Okay, there's too much stuff in here. I'm gonna have to start actually binning it. This strategy is no longer working. This can go to. We'll never need much of this at once if we ever need any of it. There we go. And anything in here we want to grab? I don't think so. We could restock on food. Oh wait, no. Now I've got food in a hand slot, so I don't even need it in my inventory anymore. It can just be in my hand, and that works. Okay. Wonder if this. What gear can we build? Are we at the stage of building any cooler new gear yet? There's medical inhalers we can get apparently, using various different foods that we can harvest. Do we need to restock on rebar? Not much. There, we've restocked. Yeah, we don't have the better weapon yet. That's one of the tier 4 things that requires some modular frames. So I guess we can hold off on getting that thing for now. But yes, we can now scan for sulphur. So boop, and we'll see where we find it. I believe it is quite far away. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to build a truck for it, which I guess I will do. Let's build a truck. Vehicles, tractor. It's a few more of our modular frames. Plonk. And I don't have any coal on me, I realise. I guess we can fuel it with biofuel for now. Or I can go... I'll just go grab some coal. There we go, we found the sulphur. It is 2,000 meters away. So yes, it's quite a trek. But if we go to our coal deposit that we're already mining, then it's a relatively short-ish journey from there. It might be a winding path, though. It may work out to be a little bit awkward to actually get to, even if it's geographically fairly close to the coal. Okay, let's grab a fair chunk of coal from there to get us started, and then we're going to want to stock up on a whole bunch of things and go on a trek out to find the sulphur. That's probably where we'll finish, and then next episode we'll start mining the stuff and see if we can get it brought back. It is probably going to have to be another truck situation, because it is miles away. It is absolutely miles away. I don't want to build belts all the way home. I mean, maybe we could just make a remote facility for processing it that we visit intermittently to gather materials, and that might be just the better way of doing it. Short term, that's a definite possibility. We'll never need explosives in massive amounts, and also the process is relatively simple. I think we can just do it all on site to a certain degree. In fact, I can check. I have the recipes now, so let's go check. I believe it's sulphur and coal to make a gunpowder. And then... Yep, that's coal, sulphur, and then Nobelisk uses gunpowder, steel pipe, and a beacon. Okay, so that's a little bit fiddly. We'll do that at home, and there's a detonator we need to make one of at some point, so we could just do that. Again, though, it's requiring steel, so not actually at that kind of level yet. Damn. I guess we need to get towards steel. But we can always chuck some steel together so that we have... wait, do I unlock steel? I haven't. Oh, we could technically do it. Yeah, steel will be a project coming soon then. I think I'll go get some sulphur anyway, though, because it's exciting. And also, I can set up the initial mining of it so that we've got a stockpile building up for next time we visit. We can hook it up to the power of the local coal deposit. That should work pretty well. I don't know why I came over here. I need to go gather more materials. What do we need? Let's just run through everything. Best way to be well supplied. It's a stack of wire. 2 stacks of cables. Because it's really annoying when you run out of cables. Yep. Rotors we can restock on. In fact, I'm going to take some of the blocks off that now. Let's let that go a little bit quicker. Same goes for this. We've got a lot more power production now. We can now support a lot more production of just everything. Gonna make sure to put away the extra concrete I picked up, because that'll be awkward to be carrying around just 7 extra concrete. I think that's like kind of everything we need, really, in reasonable quantities. All right, let's hop in the truck and go explore. The other thing to get is quartz. However, we need to find some little bits and bobs of quartz just around the place and mine those so that we can do the research to scan for it and do that. I mean, technically, I think we could just go and mine the stuff where it is. I mean, maybe I could swing by there. It's not a huge detour. In fact, there's some pretty close. We might be able to mine it. I'll see. We'll see if we can get it to work, but I think so. Everyone just should have brought some basic miners with me. That would have made some sense. But yeah, basically we need to go to the coal outpost, so let's do that. We know the way pretty well, but we're going to need to make something of an altitude change. Also, would you look at that? There's a crashed ship up on top of that rock. We'll have to go there at some point. In fact, I believe that particular rock has something else that we want in the near future. Yeah, I've consulted the map. It's kind of cheating, but also it's going to make things simpler for us, knowing where it all is. Oh, we got some poison. Uh-oh. I think I can skirt by this without issue. I'm not driving straight through it like I did when setting up the original truck route. Whoops. And, oh, we're struggling a little bit with the frames there. I think the poison pushed things over the edge. Just a bit of dust building up in my PC. I need to do something about that. I need to get some compressed air. And then this way, I guess. I think at some point we're going to encounter poison. I'm just going to have to run through it. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Oh wow, there's a slug on that poison emitter just to troll me, I guess. If I just veer straight off over this way, I could maybe avoid the poison entirely. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's a little route back here that works. Excellent. Okay, and I think I want to drive this way, but I also think that brings us to a dead end and we've got to take a different route if we're driving. That said, I could make a bridge if it's needed, if there's not a land bridge there already. Oh hey, there's a ray! Wow, super far away. It's cool to see one from such a long distance. You never see Ray from super far away because he, uh-oh. Hi there. Boop. You never see Ray from a long distance away because the grasslands is sort of a self-contained area. Right, I'm going to veer off this way for a minute. Oh, there's some coal. That is a pure coal deposit that we might want to add to our collection later. Oh, hey there. But I believe if I wander over here, I'm going to find something secret. Right about here. Those of you who have watched my multiplayer live streams might remember this location. Alright, hop out. Oh, hello. In fact, they've changed it. Okay, so there were previously hidden quartz deposits here. Apparently they're no longer hidden, so I can just grab this stuff. I'm just going to grab, like, a stack of the stuff, and that'll allow us to do the research so that we can scan for it. Not that we need to, because I guess we found it. Maybe I should just get this stuff right now. No, I can't make it into anything right now because I don't have the research. I've got to take that back to base and do that. I have no idea how much I have right now because it's not showing up. 42. I think that's enough because I think we just need 25. But we could grab some more so that we can make some stuff with it when we get back. Hell, I could just set up a little miner here. Like, why not? Yeah, hold on. Production, equipment workshop. Plonk. Just put it facing backwards, whatever. Portable miner. Let's make a couple of these. And then, yeah, I can just plonk these down, and they'll do the thing. Oh, hello. Oh, we can... I can have them in 2 hands now. Doop. Doop. And then put this stuff back. Oh, I still... Oh, did I have a miner on me? Apparently so. I can just... Oh, hey! I broke the game! Is that enough quartz? I think that's enough quartz. This might cause lag. I'm a little bit concerned about this now. Yeah, that's an interesting thing that just happened there. If you put it in, I'm guessing it's not the main slot, then it confuses itself. Or if you put 2 in slots, they confuse themselves. There's a lot of noise now. I've made a mistake. I'm going to pick up the miner. Just do this for all of these. They've already got a ton. Oh no, this is too much. What have I done? Oh, I can't pick them up anymore. I have too much stuff on me. Oh no. Hold on. Personal storage box. There's gonna be too much quartz as well. I'm just gonna dump all these in here. This was a mistake. I can't pick them up quick enough. They're just gonna keep the mining more and more quartz. Now I'm getting 2 stacks per thing I pick up. Here, have some more miners and also a bunch of quartz. I need to stop this madness. I've gone too far. I was too preoccupied with whether or not I could. I didn't stop to think if I should. Oh, and now they all have 100 in them. Welp. This is out of storage space. There's some angry things nearby. I'm a little bit concerned that one of them might just run at me. Do I have my weapons equipped right now? I have ranged, but not melee. In fact, where's my zapper? Is my zapper gone? Has it accidentally been destroyed? It may have ceased to exist. It was sacrificed for a noble cause. Oh, and there's a friend. Well, I guess we're attacking this guy with ranged then. Oh, I should load this. That would be good. It should take 4 hits, I think. Oh, 3. Nice. Oh, I can't pick those up. I'll come back for those in a second. Okay, carrying on with the dumping. Doop. Doop. Yeah, this was a silly thing that I did. I feel like building lots of unnecessary buildings is a surefire way to bring about an early demise of my frame rate. With the amount that I've got mined now, I don't need to leave any miners on this. I surely have enough for any purposes I might need. So I'll just grab all of these and leave them in a chest. Because I don't actually want them. Another personal storage box. Purely miners. Let's make this a system here. Oops, nope. There. There. Just swap out everything for miners. All the miners in here. And we got another friend. Apparently 3 shots is enough. Let's see. Oh. Nice. I think they rebalanced the gun damage, so they might have made it more powerful or something. I'm not actually sure. That, and also that I didn't mean to drop. And then, oh god, there's so many more in here. It's more than a chest full. I've made a terrible mistake. There, and then all of these. Wait, no. I'm confusing myself here. Okay, put all these back. Grab these 3 out. In fact, I want to keep like 3 on me, to be fair. Let's keep 3 on me. In fact, let's have a few. We can have a few. We can put them around the place on things we actually want stuff from. And I'll take like a little bit of raw quartz. Hell, I can put some in the truck. Right, let's deconstruct you. And yeah, this is all good now. We've got all the quartz we could ever need. Let's pick up what we can. And we'll have a nice quartz delivery when the truck returns. And now let's go out to the actual sulphur that I was planning to get to in the first place. Now I'm tempted to just take home the stuff that I got here. Let's put the miners in there as well. Oh yeah, and I didn't make myself a new zapper. I need to do that. That was the price. What did it cost? Everything. Okay. Oh. Pick up what I can. And this will do. I'll just set off back. And also, that looks like an interesting deposit there, but it could just be the light. Right, come on, take a look. There. I'll have a couple of these on me. You can have the rest of the quartz. Sort all that. Replenish the coal. And we're goodish to go. Let me just go investigate over here. Also, I hear... Oh, hello! Well, if only we had explosives yet. We're almost there. That looks like a yellow slug as well. Damn. Yeah, what is this over here? It looks like it could be granite, maybe? That's the wrong button. Oh, it's sulphur. We can have it. Might as well. Again, I hear things roaring and being angry. I am concerned. Yeah, there seems to be a bug with this experimental build where it's not showing how much you have in your inventory when you mine something, so you don't actually know how much of something you have or how much you're picking up at any one moment. Oh, so I'm going to have a quick poke around over here, because there could be more little deposits of fancy stuff up against the rock here. That's often a thing that happens. Though, I think we can get everything we need along the way. There's something over there, but actually I think I'm just going to set off, because I think I can find myself some caterium right next to the sulphur, and then we'll be able to do caterium research as well. We'll be able to get all of those branches underway. I am stuck on a branch, speaking of. So we don't have to come back out here for a while. We can just get a bunch of supplies, take them back home, and have a bunch of research going while we get to work on, like, modular frames, and then onto steel and things like that. In the meantime, we can quietly be working away at that stuff too. If I can make any progress towards these deposits without hitting every rock and tree I can find. Like that one. And this one. Many rocks. And they really mess you up. I'm just going to run that over because too much effort to go around. I now got to find this caterium. It's like right here, basically. I think it's just down from this road. I think we need to go down here and just look out for some deposits in this area. Oh, that's a stream. Oh dear. Well, I'll wedge that a bit. Oh no, I think I can maybe crawl out of here. Or not. Come on. Austin powers it. It works eventually, right? Oh dear. No, I'm making progress. I'm slowly clawing my way up this bank. In the meantime, let's have a look around to see if we can spot the deposits I'm looking for. Okay, I don't see them around here. Let's reverse again. Oh no, there we go. We can probably face forwards, run down the river, and get enough momentum to clamber out of it. Oh, before we have a freeze. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. I believe in you, game. I think it's still playing, and there we go. Trying to work out what it's meant to be doing with its life. Okay, right, let's scan for the sulphur, because I can't see it. I've maybe gone a bit wrong. Doop. Oh, over there by 100 meters and 400 meters. Okay, yeah, I was a little bit off. So, round about this direction. Beeline it off this cliff. I'm sure it'll be fine. I have faith. There we go. Someone took damage. Oh yeah, I personally took damage inside my truck. Oof. And are we here? I'm not quite sure. It's not showing the distances anymore, which I think means we're close. Well, that's water, so I'm going to stop here. And scan again, and also say hi to this dude. Is that a big one? That might be a big one, I'm not really sure. He's fast. Jeez, well, off he goes. See you later. Here's another one. Come on. I don't have melee, so... Oh, there's two. There's three of them. There's a lot of them. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is a lot. I'm just going to jump up on my truck. Okay, I already killed one of them, and now two. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is. Come on, get over here. Oh, there's a geyser, whatever. Depends on your your accent. They can be used for power later in the game, as I understand it. Okay, where's the guy? Where is he? Where did he go? Alright, I guess he's just gone then. Fine. I'll go about my business. Okay, scan. Sulphur. 42 meters. It's right here. It's this big old orange, big old yellow thing. Okay, so we can put a miner on this, but I'll probably just put a portable miner on for now. Let's try this and see how it goes. Oh, hello. Okay, someone's turned up. I don't know if this is the same guy. It's a different guy, I think, because he's not injured. There we go. Alright, as I was. Right, let's see if we can build this. There. And did that use up a portable miner? No, it did not. Yeah, that's just broken right now, so enjoy having tons of that. Put a second one down. Let's put it in my first hand slot and see if that works. Okay, in the first hand slot it actually disappears when you use it, so I'm going to try and stick to using the first slot. Wait a minute, is my gun gone? It is, isn't it? How does that work? Alright, I'd better quickly make a new one before I get attacked by anything. I hope I can. Yeah, I can. Okay. We can make a rebar gun and a Xeno Zapper. Good. And we'll have to be careful about placing miners in the meantime. So yeah, have that and that. Let's keep them out of the first slot. Let's load this. Let's grab a bit of sulphur from these guys. And I want to go find the caterium. The caterium is, I think it's across the water. Actually, oh, there's another one that's to the east. I might go look for that instead. But the caterium across the water is closer. Let's have a look at this. This is south of us, basically. Is it at water level? Because if it is, I'll just get it. Oh, hello. I'll have some bacon. And more bacon. Oh, there's a land bridge. Oh, and there's a friend. Oh, he's a big one. He is a big friend. Large friend. Hello. Oh, that didn't work at all. Healing time. Let's just tank all the hits. That's the way to do it. Where'd he go? Did he run off a cliff, or is he still here? He may have run off a cliff. I've no idea where he is. He seems to be gone. I'll take that. Oh, this is cool. There's a giant indoor cavern kind of thing going on with a purple slug. Why is there a purple slug just right here? This seems too easy. Oh, there's fireballs. Oh, there's a big guy with fireballs. That's why it seemed too easy. I had a funny feeling that it wasn't just gonna give me the slug. There'd be a boss fight involved. So we've got a giant fireball dude right next to one of the giant charges. I see why this is maybe a bit of a challenge, but we got him. I'm getting good at this. Yoink. Reload. What's this? Just limestone. And then, purple slug! Oh, I can't get it without building a blooming platform up to it. That's just awkward. There. And, yoink. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna try going... Oh, there's another one! Okay, yeah, they really made this a challenge, actually. Except this guy's just leaving me, so I'm just gonna go. I don't even need to be in here, I need to be over here. But there's more guards. Oh, I just clapped. Not quite what I was intending. Got ya! Yoink. Green slug, having it. I might get attacked in the meantime. Nope, I thought I saw another one around. Okay, where's the caterium? Is it here or not? I thought it was around here. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's hidden. That's always a possibility. Or it's up there, which would be a pain. I'm not sure. I don't think we can scan for it, can we? No, we can't. Until I find more caterium. So, I mean, this seems like a weirdly open space. Let me just try something. Miner Mark 1. Is there an invisible deposit here? No. In fact, if I just like, mess about with this, shift it around. Is it going to lock to something? Because that would be neat. I'm going to hop down here. No, it's not up on this ledge. And down there is where I was. Nothing to be seen here. I think it's higher up. I want to go for it, but also we're at 50 minutes, so I think I'm going to leave it. Right, we have our sulphur, we have our quartz. We have a bit too much quartz, I'll be honest. We'll finish here. Next episode, we will continue our search for the caterium. I know there's another deposit nearby, so if I can't find that one, though I think it's... Oh, it's up on that, isn't it? That little lip there. I bet that's what it is. It looks like it. But yeah, there's another caterium deposit nearby that I know of, so we can go for that one if this doesn't work. And yeah, now we got a nice supply of sulphur here that we can start to use on some explosives and cool stuff like that. We will need some steel to get the stuff properly going, so once we have all of these supplies, we'll go back home, get that research going, and then work on steel as our next project. Once we've got modular frames, because then we can unlock the next space elevator tier and stuff like that. So yeah, plenty of plans, exciting stuff, and exploring is always a fun little break from building. I mean, I've been doing a lot of exploring recently. We'll get back into the proper building for a couple of episodes, I think, coming soon. But it's nice to have a mix. But yeah, that's all I have time for today, so I shall say goodbye, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.